there, it's Shao from Journey in Bullets. I hope you like that new intro. Welcome or welcome back. I guess I can say that to myself too after, my almost 3-month hiatus. So, as you saw from the title, I am going to set up my bullet journal for 2022. It's a brand new year and I'm here with a brand new notebook. I'll be using this oh so beautiful journal from Dusty Box, which is the Maya in Brown from their Pagsibol collection. If you want to see the full video review of this journal, you can check out the cards above or the link in the description box below. Oh, and I do have a code you can use for your Dusty Box orders. If you're going to order from Shopee, you can use Dusty Shao, and if you're going to order from their website, you can use Shao10 to save 10% off. Lastly, I am hosting a giveaway with them. If you want to be one of the 3 lucky winners for this giveaway, watch till the end to join. So let's start with the video. First things first, I wrote my name on their name page, which is probably my first favorite thing to do when setting up a new notebook. It's just so satisfying. I would have written my life motto in front, which I've been doing since I started bullet journaling in 2018, but I forgot to include it while filming. I'm going to make a mini bookmark for my grid spacing sheet out of this paper I got from the back of this journal. This grid cheat sheet, oh tongue twister, will help me create the boxes I need for my layouts. I won't make a key page because I'm just using the same key for 4 years now. So if you're a beginner, you can check my 2020 bullet journal setup to see the key symbols I normally use. On to the next page. I've never really had a word of the year before, just because I haven't given any thought to it. I used to think that a word of the year is just something that people make a trend about. Like, ooh, this is my word of the year, what's yours? That's when it struck me. Having a word of the year is something that would remind me of what my intentions are for the new year, where I want to see myself at. As you can see, I chose consistency as my word of the year because, well, if you've been in this channel for quite some time now, you'll know how inconsistent I am with my posting schedule, content, videos, and bullet journaling itself. As painful as it is to say, but I have never bullet journaled consistently in my life, and that's okay. It's really fine if you relate to this. But for me, being consistent will hone my discipline and will make me someone I can proudly say I can look up to. Trust me, it's okay to take breaks as long as your will is still there. And you know that you will pick yourself up and grab your journal again. To everyone who's watching this and sat through my videos and saw how inconsistent I was from day one, you are the MVP for staying with this channel. Your support just means the world to me. And if you're new, hi! Please do join me in this tiny struggle of mine. I hope you watch my journey unfold for the new year. Yes, I'm asking you to subscribe. Please, save this channel. On the other side of the spread, I made a simple 2022 page. The theme for this setup isn't something I planned ahead. The idea just came out of nowhere as I was sketching the layouts with a pencil. Most of the designs will have small sparkles or this plaid pattern using my Tombow dual brush pens and my Monami Plus pens. I hope you like how minimalistic this setup is. I'm still recovering from my hiatus, so I don't want to feel overwhelmed with bullet journaling. I don't want to crawl into the depths of my cave and hide again. New beginnings can happen at any point in our life. For my future log, I decided to try this Dutch door layout of Amanda Rich Lee. I know, I said my word of the year is consistent. But that doesn't mean I don't get to try new things, right? You could say or interpret that my word of the year is about being consistent with my growth for the better, which I believe is important for a human being like me. I decided to divide the months in my future log by quarters because having to look at 6 months at once is a bit overwhelming for me. Besides, one semester in my university is about 5 months, so viewing my future log by fours is more than perfect for me. Another new thing for my setup this year is that I will make main tabs for let's say, a category or a section. It's a bit hard to explain, but I hope you'll understand it once you see the spreads I make in a few minutes. I also pre-cut the next spreads to save time in filming. Well, except for the first Dutch door tab, because I wanted to show you how I cut the other spreads. In the past years, I struggled with using all of the first pages in my journal, probably because they weren't in a place I can easily go to. So, what happens is that I totally forgot about them. So, I made tabs that I can flip through whenever I want without having to use both of the bookmarks in this journal. This way, I can utilize having two ribbon bookmarks, probably one for my habit trackers and one for my weekly spread. I swear this is a life-changing tip from me. And if you're a beginner, you can also adapt to this. You don't have to be a pro to make tabs. Unless, of course, you're afraid to cut your journal and you're afraid to make mistakes. Just give it some time. I know you'll conquer this. I arrange the spreads based on how efficiently I can go through them on a timely basis. So moving on to the next spread, I recreated my weekly goals section next to my ideal daily schedule from my last bullet journal. I realized that having smaller tasks or goals is easier to achieve than having to look at big, chunky, and general goals. I know that each and every day of our lives are unique in a way, even if it feels repetitive. Well, that's why my ideal daily schedule is here, so I can plan out my day and hopefully have a system I can follow for better organization and discipline. The next spread I have is my monthly goals section. I know this should have been before the weekly goals and daily schedule spread. But sadly, I can't do that because I wouldn't have enough space to fit all 12 months in one spread. You know, because I cut the sides to make the tabs. It's a small price to pay for this new organization thingy I have prepared for the new year. So that's the last spread for my first category. I'd call this one the goal planning section of my setup. Moving on to my second category, The first spread I'm making is my content brain dump. In this spread, I can put everything related to making content, whether it's for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. Follow me on these socials if you haven't yet. The links will be down below. Come on, let's keep in touch. Even if I'm inactive most of the time. I've been also contemplating whether to make a Discord server for you guys or not. Let me know if you want to be a part of that. The content brain dump I had in my last bullet journal was just meh. It's just so plain. I had one box for YouTube and one box for TikTok. That's it. I didn't really like how disorganized that looked, so I decided to make different boxes for different topics. The first box I have is my themes. If you have a theme suggestion, don't be shy to make a request. I'll do my best to fulfill it. I also have a space for my giveaways and collaborations. I loved working with brands this 2021, and hopefully there will be more to come in 2022. The next box is for my challenges. If you're new here or in case you missed it, I actually uploaded a video a few months ago. It's the 30-day anime journal challenge. I had fun creating journal spreads for 30 days, and I wanted to make more of those challenges or prompts. I also have a mini place for my milestones, and the small box beside it is just for others. You know, for topics that don't fit in with the ones I have in the spread. On to the next spread. I have here my content planner. I believe this is also inspired by Amanda Rachley. So I made 2 of these giant boxes for each of my main social media content hubs, I guess. That's YouTube and Instagram. I'll write the date when I started planning for it in the first column. The second column will be for the topic I have in mind. Then I have check boxes for when I finished filming, editing, and scheduling it. Lastly, I will write the date it is published or when it will go up in the last column. Hopefully, this will help me be consistent and organized with my content. Moving on to the last spread for this category, I have my monthly growth tracker for YouTube and Instagram. I think it's a lot better to see all of the months filled in rather than going back to my monthly setups to check my growth. Let's be honest, these are just mere numbers. But to me, these numbers are real people. Real people who subscribe and follow to see my art journey. These are the people who chose to support me, and I can't help it. I want them to have a place in my bullet journal. I want you to have a place in my bullet journal. So thank you for staying with me. Without you, I wouldn't even be here. I'll just be a sad accountancy student with no outlet whatsoever. So thank you for subscribing. That's my content section of this setup. I started my next category with my birthday tracker. I used to write birthdays on my future log, but it gets crowded sometimes and my future tasks end up in a blank piece of paper that eventually gets misplaced. When's your birthday? Let me know in the comments below. Mine's on August 16. On the right hand side of the spread, I have a place to write my date ideas. I started seeing someone and I think this is a cute addition to my bullet journal. I made a big box for this spread. In the first column, I will write the date when that specific idea was fulfilled for the first time. In the second column, the ideas will be written down. Of course, since I am just a student, I have to take note of my expenses. That's where the third column gets in handy because that's where I will write the cost for the specific date idea I wrote. In the last column, I will rate the idea from 1 to 5, 5 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, to give me an overview of whether it was a success or it was a major flop. I would also appreciate it if you suggest things to do or restaurants we can go to. I'd really love some inputs from y'all. Are you still watching? I hope you are because we're almost done with the video. Moving on to my mail tracker. Did you know that of all the spreads in my yearly bullet journal setup, my mail tracker is the most used of them all? I became a platinum card holder in Shopee because of this. I'm not even kidding. I'm as shocked as you are. What about you? Go on, flex your platinum card in the comments below. You have all the bragging rights in the world, or in the Philippines, or where Shopee is available in your country, or if Shopee is available in your country. On the other side of the spread, I have my wish list. I made my needs section bigger than my wants because that's how it's supposed to be. You have to cater to your needs first before you try and get what you want. This is a mindset that I've been on since I learned to be financially literate. The last spread for this category is my 2022 highlights. I'll probably write my highlights on these boxes instead of pasting pictures because I don't have enough space for them. But who knows, maybe I'll print small pictures to put in this spread. So that last category is my collections section. The last page I'm going to make is this simple cover page with a quote, "New chapter ahead 2022." I realized that if I start my January setup in this part of the notebook, I'd have to deal with the tabs I made earlier. It won't be a nice look. That's why this cover page will hide that side. I tried to color in the main tabs with my brush pens, but I didn't like how it turned out. So stay till the end to see what I did. And that's it. Before I show you the final flip through, I'd like to explain the rules for the giveaway. There will be 3 winners for the giveaway and you might be one of them. All you have to do is follow me and DustyBox on Instagram. Our links can be found down below. Then enter through my Instagram post. You'll see the number of entries you can get for each rule. If you want to get extra entries, subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications. Take a screenshot and send it to my Instagram direct message at JourneyInBullets. And of course, who doesn't want more bonus entries? If you saw the bonus words in this video, take a screenshot or simply send it to me via Instagram direct message. Each bonus word is equivalent to 5 entries. This giveaway will end on the 12th of January 2022 and will be open to Philippine residents only. Don't worry if you're not from the Philippines, there will be more giveaways in the future. Without further ado, here is my final flip through. Oh, that rhymed. I used washi tapes for the main tabs and used my brush pens for the smaller tabs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which of these spreads you like the best. What are your thoughts on the tabs I made? Will you risk your journal and make tabs yourself? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Well, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Your small gesture helps a lot for a small content creator like me. Till next time, bye! Oh, you made it to the end! That makes me so happy. You can click on that left box to see my most recent upload. And I'm sure you'll love the one on the right box. While you're there, hit that subscribe button. So, yeah. See you next time. Stay safe. Bye. For real.